Hey, what's up? Today we're gonna do another Your Stupid video where we look at people who are making poor choices. They got the brain, they just don't know how to use it. Sometimes I have that problem. Some would argue that a lot of the time I have that problem. Anyway, let's get into it. This is Your Stupid number 59, let's do it! Hey, what's up? My husband is divorcing me because I cheated. Can I get half of what he owns without getting also the kids? I want to have fun with the money, and I think the kids would take too much of my time. What a horrible mother! What in the hell? You're like, hey, how can I, get money with no responsibilities? When you had children, did you think they were gonna raise themselves? I don't understand. Or were you just with like some very rich person who was like, I will take care of everything. We'll have 50 maids. I don't know. I'd like to know more. But also, yeah, you're a pretty bad person. That's a dumb question. At this point, I hope she doesn't get the kids, because if you don't want them, then maybe the dad wants them a little more. Maybe he'll raise them better. I don't know. A woman who cut off her own hand with a circular saw in the hopes of getting a $1 million insurance payout has been sentenced to 2 years in prison. Ah, shit. How's your hand doing? Still non-existent? Which hand did you cut off? I hope you went for at least your less dominant hand. Although, if she was really thinking like, oh man, that'll be a real tell that, like, anyone who's gonna cut off their own hand is gonna choose, their left hand if their right hand's the one they use more. So maybe she went for the right hand, make it seem more realistic. I don't know, maybe I should just read the article. It's probably not even a true story. Well, that's a stupid thing to do, okay? Never try to injure yourself to collect insurance. It's gonna go horribly, and there's always the chance that you'll end up without a hand in jail for 2 years. Mike is hard. Oh, shit. Mike didn't think this van through. Or maybe he did. Maybe he knew what it was gonna say when it was open. You should never have Mike is hard on the side of a van. Ugh. Vans are creepy enough, okay? You don't have to add to the creepiness by putting your name and talking about the status of your erection. Application for employment from Emmanuel to HR manager. I refer to the recent death of the technical manager at your company, and hereby I'm applying for the replacement of the deceased manager. Every time I apply for a job, I get a reply that there is no vacancy, but in this case, I have caught you red-handed, and you have no excuse. Because I even attended the funeral to be sure that he was truly dead and buried before applying. Attached to my letter is a copy of my CV and his death certificate. They can still say no to you, right? And this gives them a really good reason to say no to you. Okay, yeah, one of their employees died. You still might not be qualified. This is just another one of those ones where I figure someone just wrote this note as a joke and then took a picture. Like, where's the trail? Where's the person that actually got this letter? And I wouldn't put it past a person to actually do this. I'm just saying, these things that go viral. People know now, it's just like the whole world knows that you can fake it till you make it on the internet, right? I leak on my bottom, but I'm very attractive. Yeah, I tried to use that as a pickup line once, okay? It didn't work for me. Yeah, I've got the runs today, but I'm very attractive. I mean, I shit my pants, but I'm very attractive. I got a leaky butthole, but I'm kinda cute. Just don't sell it. I guess they're just trying to say, just don't fill this with anything. It's for display purposes only. Stupid clay pot. Can't even hold water properly. You have one job. Ooh, a Viagra truck that got stuck in an erected position. Dang, if that's not a good advertisement for Viagra, I don't know what is. Maybe he saw the Mike is hard van. There are too many trucks and vehicles with erections in this video. 2 is too many. Lasagna with cheese. Alright, you know what? I don't think I'd be able to spell lasagna anyway either, so I'm not even going to judge this one too harshly. And maybe it is some sort of food called lasagna, and I don't know. Man gets shock of his life when he buys 2 toy poodles for $150 only to be told by the vet that they were actually giant rats pumped up with steroids to look like dogs. Well, I mean, the one on the right is definitely a dog, but the one on the left, well, that's definitely a dog. All I see is dogs. It's like when people make that joke. People were like calling his dog a rat, and he's like, yeah, I get it. It's a little dog. Oh, it's a rat. Yeah, whatever. And they're like, no, literally, your Your dog is a rat, sir. It's got a naked tail and it just bit me and I can feel the rabies coursing through my veins. That is one kept up rat though. Look at it. Okay, it's pumped full of steroids. That's pretty inhumane. You shouldn't do that shit. But look at that perm. Damn, that is a nice little puffy rat. Oh, who needs a ladder when you've got buddies? These guys are just finding a way to get it done. And you know, I would have said this was really stupid, and it's not the smartest thing, but you know, there is the one guy spotting the second guy. And that kind of makes it a little more safe. If it was just one guy standing on top of the other, but the fact that this guy, I mean, is he really spotting him? He just looks like he doesn't even know what's happening. I think he's like leaning back, you know, in case. I don't know. There's probably like 4 more guys under here. How tall is this? You have a ladder right there too, though. The ladder wouldn't reach that top corner, I guess. I feel like there was probably a better way you could have done this. Oh well, I'm sure it got painted and nobody died, right? You know, if I had 3 guys at my house painting my house like this, standing on top of each other, I'd be calling my insurance company like, hey, does my insurance cover broken necks of strangers? Breaking news. Little girl with slice of ham on her face receives over 1 million prayers on Facebook. How is that breaking news? It is, though, this slice of ham thing. I've seen it work on a dog before, too. Saying the dog's like a burn victim or something. Damn. It does look like a skin graft or something. It's like a horrible way. Like, next year, I'm going to save money on Halloween costumes, let me tell you, because I'm going to buy a pack of ham, and I'm just going to put it on all my girls' faces, and then I'll wear one too. There you go. Ham masks. Perfect. Scariest costume ever. I gave my goat to the state fair, and they barbecued it. Now I'm suing. Yeah, you should sue if this is true. A California mom is suing a local state fair for allegedly barbecuing her beloved pet goat. They wanted you to pet it, not eat it. Damn. Imagine giving your goat to the state fair for a petting zoo, and instead they eat it. And you're sitting there like, wow, this is really good. What kind of meat is this? And like, well, you brought it. It's very fresh. Like, what? Thanks to Pete from Featherstone for the lovely pic of his wife. But the competition was called Fact Hunt. What? I'm so confused. So he sent a picture of his wife like, what? You thought they were hunting for fat people? Why would you? What? He was like, yeah, hunt my wife. We're gonna go out in the woods and hunt people. Yeah, my wife. I volunteer her. Don't volunteer your wife for a fat hunt. It was a fact hunt. So what was he supposed to send though? Like facts about like ducks or something? And instead he sent a pic. I'm so confused by this, but that's okay. I'm generally mostly confused most of the general time. Stop! Oh, great. How many people crashed into that wall before they put stop in an arrow? Stop, please. There's a barricade there, so should it not be like telling you to stop so you don't hit the barricade? Cool. I think this is how all parking spots should be. Stop. Like, just like, this is where you stop your car, in the parking space. Foolproof. Here's someone who got too close to the edge. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You just had to look. Ooh. He's okay, you can see. And then, oh, what is that swimming at him? Oh my god, was there a Bigfoot or something down there? Something was coming at him. I'm sure it was just a safety crew in case anyone fell in. Did you see it? Someone pushed him. I saw it. He got pushed. Check it out. Watch. Just watch. Yeah, here it comes. There you go. See? Nope. He's just stupid. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Bigfoot can swim. I knew it. That's a whole new level of danger for Bigfoot now. Because he can swim. I cried in front of my wife, and since then there has been a strange atmosphere between us. Oh no. I'm actually not very emotional, and my wife has never seen me cry in the 3 years we've known each other. But the last few weeks have been very hard for me, and I broke down crying in front of her the other day. I expected her to be encouraging and understanding, but instead she was kind of disgusted. We then went to sleep, and somehow there has been a strange atmosphere between us ever since. When I asked my wife about it, she said that she didn't expect a traditional Christian man to show such weakness. She said she can't unsee it and now sees me in a different light. She wanted to make it clear to me that no woman wants to see her husband cry, even though women say men should be more emotional. That's just what they say. Women want strong men. She had no answer to the question of how I could fix the situation. How can I convince my wife of my masculinity and win her back? Maybe you just dump her. Sounds like a piece of shit. I mean, You cried in front of your wife and now she thinks, like, what is this, high school? She's, like, gonna bully you now because you showed emotion? It's such a stupid thing. I've heard this before, like, oh, no man should cry. Look, I'm not a person who cries a lot either, but I've cried in front of my wife, and, you know, it's been an uphill battle ever since. No, I'm kidding. It hasn't. Because my wife is a very understanding, lovely woman, and that's what you should go look for. I mean, better this happen after 3 years than after 20 years, right? You should be able to be emotional. You should be able to show your emotions in front of your significant other. Who else are you going to lean on for moral support when you're having tough times? What happens when something even worse happens? Or like, she's never going to be there for moral support? You're never allowed to cry? What if one day some piece of debris just flies out of nowhere and cuts off his left testicle? Is he allowed to cry then? Because I think he should be allowed to cry. That kind of like reverse sexism stuff, it really pisses me off. Anyway, that's the video. I want to get out of here now. I'm done talking, alright? So, yeah, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/FLuffeeTalks. Check out the merch. Get yourself some shirts or a hat or a mug or whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Come here. Come here. Nova. Nova. Boop. Got her.